Start. What's up, guys? This is my second case study with Marcus. In the past 4 months, he had an insane amount of progress with his channels, so I wanted to document that and show you what he did to quit his 9 to 5 job and go all in on YouTube. So yeah, let's start, Marcus. How are you?
Doing good, man. Thank you for having me.
Perfect. So yeah, as always, I have some questions for you, and at the end, if you can show your updated results, that would be great. And remind me, you used to work 2 jobs, correct? And you recently quit both of them.
Yeah, so when I first started, I was working two jobs, and that's whenever you had messaged me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got to know a little bit about YouTube automation and how it works. Um, I think we had a call back then, like a Zoom call, and you broke down everything, and it was new to me. I knew nothing,
Mm-hmm.
um, and so after we got to it, I said, you know what? I'm working two jobs right now. I've been wanting to start an online business of some sort, and I said, let me just give this a shot. And then since then, it's the best decision I've ever made.
Yeah, it's crazy how much, things can change. It hasn't even been a year since you started and you already quit both of
It's
your
crazy.
jobs. Now you're making 10K a month. So yeah, the
Yeah.
first question is, since the first time we did a case study, which was around December, what has
Yeah.
changed the most in your YouTube journey and both in income and mindset?
Well, the income has definitely increased, but the main thing that has changed is I feel like I've matured throughout the business because it's not only just about making content, it's also about having systems, making
Hmm.
sure you have good employees, good editors, making sure that they can deliver. So I'll kind of understand like the overseeing everything like as a business owner. So that has definitely improved. My mindset has improved, like in the maturity level. And then as far as mindset, um, I think it's always crucial to have discipline. If you can have discipline in one area, you're going to be successful in business easily. I like to say this quote that the way you do anything is the way you do everything. So if you're lazy in your normal life and like you give it half-ass effort, that can be with anything with your job, with your health, with your fitness. It's going to reflect everywhere else. So the more disciplined you are, the more you take care of you, you're going to be successful in any business. So yeah,
Yeah, 100%. And you were making around 2K a month last time we did a case study. What do you think
yeah.
was holding you back at that stage?
Yeah, so at that point, I was making, yeah, 1 to 2K per month. The main thing I think that was holding me back was probably more time in the game.
Mhm.
With time, I started to learn more. But as far as the thing that was holding me back, I think I was scared to start another channel. Because,
Mhm.
like, yes, this one's like starting to get profitable. And then th those profits, I'm pretty much reinvesting all of it. But I was like, oh, I should have get another monetized channel and then start another one, another editor to start editing for that one, and then spend more money. So basically, all the profits I'm reinvesting. I'm not seeing anything. But that's kind of what it takes, though. You have to reinvest all the profits. You're not going to be, delaying your gratification. You could use that money now to buy whatever you want, but if you really want to build and grow and scale a business, you're going to have to reinvest it and not see um, the fruits of your labor for a little while. And then while you put that into the business, it's going to grow. And then later on, you're basically investing into your future whenever you start online business as an entrepreneur. So yeah,
Yeah, and what made you decide to go learn and invest in additional channels instead of just sticking to one?
yeah. I think I really wanted to grow and scale this. Once I started getting results with my first channel, and I started bringing a good amount of income on there, I'm like, okay, it's time for me to start the second channel. It took a while for me. I held myself back, but I said, no, I'm gonna have to. I mean, I already see it's gotten results on one channel. I can do it again. I can duplicate the exact same thing, and that's pretty much. I mean, I did that. I mean, and then the second channel even blew up quicker than my first channel ever did. Um, so yeah, that's kind of like my experience and as far as investing in myself.
Yeah, I always tell people if your first channel is already profitable, why not put your time into the second one, especially if your first channel is most of the
Oh
work
yeah,
automated.
100%.
You have a team, then it just doesn't make sense not to start a second channel. But so far, what
100%.
specific knowledge or strategies you learned made the biggest difference in scaling to 10K a month?
Definitely, I'd say the number one most important piece to your entire business is definitely going to be your editor. You want to have somebody that can pretty much put up systems. Whenever you have systems in the business, it makes everything 10 times faster and easier. It makes it easier for you and your editor because one thing that we were struggling with is like organizing all of our content. Like
Hmm.
organizing the content that we're going to recreate from doing the content research. We had no place to put all that information. So my editor come up, we both had Zoom calls and we kept trying to improve this business little by little. And then we ended up settling on having a Google Sheets and then we track everything. So the original video, our edited clip, the titles, the dates and what video of that month, like what video post was that for the month. And then it's just like we tracked everything and that really, really helped both of us like not pay too much attention on the back end side and really focus on the content research, which is the most important piece of your YouTube channel. People think you need to have like a good banner, a good profile picture, good titles.
Hmm.
When it comes to shorts, the most important thing is definitely going to be the content itself. You need to have content itself that is going to pull in millions of views, and that along with a good title that you can come off the dome of your head, it's gonna do numbers. But yeah, the most important thing is content research. So most of our focus is there, and that's when I really realized that that's where the majority of the focus should be. So if you can put systems to take care of the back end stuff, you can focus on the content research, and then you're gonna by time you're gonna get crazy results.
Yeah, 100%. And has it been how has been the private community influenced your results and getting advice from me?
Yeah, definitely seeing the advice from you that you've been in this business longer than me. I can definitely get like head over my shoulders of you seeing exactly what I'm doing and then how to structure what I'm doing in order to succeed in the business because YouTube is constantly changing. And then whenever you have constant updates of algorithms changing or they're adding this feature to your YouTube channel, so you're able to split test. Like back then, we weren't able to split test thumbnails, and then that was pretty much new. And then you're able to split test titles, so that was like different as well. And yeah, 100% having the discipline and always the motivation that you put into the school community and the knowledge you try to give has definitely helped me a lot. And then seeing everybody else's results, it just keeps pushing you. So yeah, I definitely really enjoyed and got a lot of advice and took a lot of the advice that you gave me.
Yeah, and I also remember right before your channel blew up, you were also thinking of switching a niche. And I told you not to
Yes.
do that. I feel like if you did switch the niche and maybe didn't ask me about it, I feel like that would have ruined your whole experience with your channel and
Yeah.
maybe even, you know, maybe you would be stuck at the same results with a different niche because you were in your niche for about 4 months and then you asked me to switch a niche for I don't know
Yeah.
why. So I'm glad
Yeah.
you took my advice, didn't switch anything, and
Yeah.
the results paid off and all that work paid off throughout the time. So yeah, I mean, what does your current workflow look like now compared to when you were making 2K a month? That's what I want to
Yeah,
talk.
so back then I was pretty much doing a lot of the work myself. And that's kind of like where I didn't want to be. You know, you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you got to be like the head honcho. You got to have people working under you and have them doing take most of the workload off of you. So you as a business owner and yeah, you as a business owner can enjoy your time. Um, but the workflow that I used to do is I used to create titles, do content research, create descriptions, schedule the post, do the posting itself. Get new channels, rebrand them, all that workload that I shouldn't be doing, and then really focusing on getting more channels and picking one niche. Like that's pretty much what I do now. I built a system with my editor, and it took time. Meet many Zoom calls with my editor, trying to improve processes in our system, and I pretty much have him doing all of the work. So he does editing, he does content research, and he does the posting. And then that's pretty much I've offloaded a lot of the work to that and pretty much automated in the system to where it's super, super simple for him and super, super simple for me. Um, and yeah, like the number one thing is, I mean, the whole business is called YouTube automation. That's eventually where you want to be. You want to automate all of this through systems, and that just allows you the freedom. I mean, you're getting the money, crazy results coming in, you got income coming in like crazy, and yeah, you're automating everything, and that's pretty much where you want to be. You want to be in that position because that allows you to scale. Once you have one channel automized, you pretty much have the entire thing taken care of by somebody that allows you to scale more channels. So you can get a second channel, and then if you want to scale it even more, you can even get different proxies and stuff like that, and then have more channels on those, and then you can focus on those, and then pretty much have the entire system that you used on your first channel, you can apply it to the second channel, third channel, and that allows you to scale. That brings you from 5K per month to 15K per month easily. And obviously, the more channels you have, the more money you're going to make.
Yeah, that's a great explanation for sure. And were there any moments where things clicked for you and you realized that this could scale much bigger?
Yeah, pretty much after my second channel, things just started blowing up quickly, and I'm like, okay, I'm starting to understand this. It's all about the content itself. That's what's gonna pull in results. And so that's pretty much when it clicked. Like once the second channel started bringing in 3K per month, then I was like, okay, I think I kind of understand this now. Now I can focus on scaling, improving systems. Obviously, we're always gonna improve that, but eventually, like scaling and like once you understand how to run one channel, the second channel, and both of them you've gotten results on, now it's like, okay, now I can easily scale this. I can just put one team to run this channel, run this channel, run this channel. So it you can scale theoretically, you can scale to 20 channels. You can do that. You can have one entire team focused on 5 channels and another on five, another on five, another on five. It's pretty simple as long as you have SOPs, standard operating procedures. So pretty much have your whoever's helping you with your channel, you can pretty much tell them, hey, create a video on how exactly you do content research for this channel. Have the editor create that, and then you can basically, whenever you're hiring another team, you can basically send that video to the other team and have them start to learn exactly how to do content research, exactly how to do posting, exactly how to uh, do do the posting, do the editing, even that as well. And then another thing is like the backend side. So pretty much logging everything, um, like the data, logging all the data, like the titles, the original clips, how to do that. Yeah,
And for someone still stuck around 1 to 2K a month, what would you tell them to focus on first?
definitely is content. 100% content. That's the most important thing when it comes to running a channel. Definitely content with short form, definitely content. So I pretty much just tell them the best advice I can give you is definitely find the greatest competitors in your niche. Simply go to the most popular videos, look at all their videos, and try to understand exactly why their channels are going viral. How are they editing it? Is it like, I even told this to a bunch of people in the community that the best people that make the most amount of money, that get the most amount of views, they sell energy through the video. So whenever you watch a video, let's say for example a motivational video, that motivational video, let's say it's David Goggins, you know, anybody like Kobe Bryant, all these people giving motivational speeches and motivational talks, along with music and stuff and title and captions in the video itself brings a certain energy out so you can react to it. You feel motivated after watching that video. And that's what these top level people do. They sell energy, they sell emotions. So whenever you watch a video, like wholesome videos, they make you feel like, oh, like people, human beings are good. Human mankind is good. People always give back, stuff like that. So the more you can position your videos to sell energy and get emotions out of people, whenever you target that emotions from people, people tend to stay to watch of tend to stay to the end of the video. And that's essentially what the best people do. That's how they get the most amount of views. That's how they get the retention of their videos higher. So yeah, definitely is the content.
Yeah, for sure. And in the next 6 to 12 months, what predictions do you have for your income, where your channels are going to be at? Because I know, like as I said, it's been about 4 months and you went from 2K a month to 10K a month, which is insane
Yeah.
growth. So where do you see yourself in 6 to 12 months?
Definitely continuing to grow the shorts channels. I have three currently. The third one I'm barely building. And then I kind of have like a few partner channels as well, helping other people. Mainly, the main thing I'm doing that for is to help other people in the community begin to see how somebody at the top can help somebody at the bottom and how to put in systems. But where I see myself is definitely growing uh, five shorts channels. I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have one person or like a couple virtual assistants pretty much handling five channels and then learning long form. I'm currently learning long form right now. I have one channel that I'm trying to build up right now. It's a lot different than short form.
Yeah.
It takes a lot more effort, like titles and thumbnails. You got to make sure you get into a good niche, and then if you have competitors, and the thing about long form is that there's always new niches popping up, so you got to hop on it quick. But yeah, I definitely see myself definitely growing my shorts channels and then also transitioning into long form and then scale those up as well.
Yeah, hopefully by, let's say, end of summer, you're hitting 30K months,
Oh yeah, 100%.
doubling your income. That'll be great. And to wrap up this call, if you can screen share your results, that'll
Oh
be
yeah, yeah.
great. That'll be the last thing I'll ask you for.
Yeah. All right, let me gonna share my screen. You see my screen?
Yes,
Yeah, so this is one of my channels. Let me refresh the page for you guys.
perfect. So you guys see that in the past 28 days, he made 7K from just posting simple shorts and just one
Yeah.
channel. And Marcus also has another channel that he's been running since summer.
Yes.
Also shorts channel. Let's see that one.
Yeah, so pretty much I average between 100 million views per month and 50 million views per month. This channel unfortunately didn't do um, the amount of numbers as we expected. That's the thing about YouTube. It's going to be highs and lows, but as long as you stay to it, you're still going to pull in good numbers. So in
Yeah,
total, that's around
and
what?
that's close to 9K altogether. I know
Yeah,
last month it was also around 10K for you.
yeah,
So I mean, that's still a great result just from posting short videos. Especially getting these types of views on shorts is all very, very good. So you guys can see that it's possible to make money with YouTube automation. It does work. You know, a lot of people are getting their channels demonetized right now, but it's simply because they don't know what they're doing with their channels. They're just posting low effort content, posting AI videos and stuff like that. But when you have someone like me to guide you, which as I said, I helped Marcus before avoid the biggest mistake with that which he was almost about to make to change the niche. I told him not to and stick to the one that he had. that helped him scale the second channel that he just showed to 6K a month at some point. It was 5 to 6K, I'm pretty sure. In January and February,
Hmm.
he was making 5 to 6K with that channel. And of course, your results will not always be going up. Sometimes you'll have a lower months, but it's all about being consistent. And, especially for Q3 and Q4, the RPMs will increase. So Marcus is 100% will be making over 20K a month by end of this year.
Yeah, we're barely in Q1. So the numbers are going to be low, the views are going to be low, but I mean, 10K a month in Q1. Imagine Q2, Q3, Q4. It's just only going to be 10x. You know what I mean? So yeah,
So yeah, that's it, Marcus. Thanks for the call. I'm going to get it
100%.
posted most likely by end of this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me stop it.